Okay. Champ versus champ this weekend at Oaklawn. Each has one race under their belt for the year. Talk about so Skydiver and a rematch with Monomoy Girl.
It's going to be exciting. You know, it's two champions. You know, anytime you get that happen. You know, I was second in the Apple Blossom years ago and got beat like that far with Take Charge Lady in Azeri. So I'd like to win that race, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun race. I don't think it's going to be a very big field either.
How do you turn the tables on her? You just had met her the one time in the Breeders' Cup Distaff.
You know, our fella's just got to run a race. You know, we'll leave that up to Robbie, but he seems to have her number as far as timing, and just get her in a nice rhythm and do her thing. You know, she's obviously good when the horse looks her in the eye, and it's. I think we're both going to test each other at the highest level.
When you think back, she's your first Eclipse. Is she your first Eclipse champion?
Yeah, I was second and third as juveniles repeatedly, and Take Charge Lady was on the fringes of things, and you know, I had some good 3-year-old colts, but you know, yeah, I was glad to kind of check that box finally.
And what sewed it up for her was the Preakness, and when you look back at it, that great stretch run with Authentic, who went on to be Horse of the Year and 3-year-old champion. I mean, that's the company she was keeping. But
I'm still shocked that wasn't one of the choices for the Race of the Year. I mean, I can't even comprehend that. But anyway, maybe I should have run her in the Classic. But she stumbled in that race last fall in the Breeders' Cup Distaff, and it was just kind of unfortunate. She got off bad, and she was scrambling after that. But this hopefully we'll get a little redemption, and it'll be exciting for the sport. It's good. Timing's good for everybody, I think.
Have you kind of thought beyond this race, the rest of her season, what you're, you know, looking at?
I briefly looked at the stakes book, but you know, the La Troyenne's back in a couple of weeks, and that race is going to probably be She Dares the Devil, and we've got Albertando in Fall City for that also. But there's some races in Saratoga I think that suit us real well, and I think there's a couple of races out in Del Mar too. So fingers crossed everything goes smooth.
Del Mar, I mean, you shipped her out to Santa Anita successfully for the Beholder Mile in her first start at 4. Is it appealing to try to get a race before the Breeders' Cup in her at Del Mar?
Certainly can't hurt anything. I know that there is I think it's the Clement Hirsch that's out there. And you know, that's a great race in its own right, and of course she doesn't have any trouble shipping, so we'll maybe check off another racetrack she's run at and won at.
You're wearing a Stonestreet Lexington ball cap, and that's of course the race that you won, and again, yeah, conveniently with the son of Curlin, which I'm sure made Bart Brabanke very happy and stuff. How's he doing? You know, still looking at the Derby if he can get in on points? And
yeah, you know, I was real proud of his race. I thought that horse was really, they ignored him a little bit, and I think the pace of that race definitely set up for him. But he's teed up to run in the Kentucky Derby. I think he'd have a great chance if he gets in, and you know, looking at the numbers and everybody that's out there, I think it's going to be slim to nil. So chances are we'll get him ready, and if he gets in, great, and if he doesn't, we'll head to the Preakness. The timing's actually a little bit better for him for the Preakness, so I'd be excited about that race too, and he's a good horse. I think last year we ran him one too many times. I wished in hindsight I had skipped the Breeders' Cup, but he likes Churchill, and he's a nice horse, and I think he's coming. He's developing really well.